today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
But obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Second down, Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
A pickup of 15 yards, but it's now 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Haskins. That's complete, it's Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Washington! Devin Duvernay. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It's a gain of 10.
First down, going to the air with Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Third down.
On third down, Huffman. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up fourth.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On fourth down, Love. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It's just, it all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Colts nothing.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal. There's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
On the 8-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And 6 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. Finding Williams once more, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
To throw again on second down. Haskins got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. Haskins back to the air. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing on second and long. Haskins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It got his man complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A huge play that time for the Colts. 47 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inbounds right around the 10-yard line.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Joey Sly set to
set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. On first down, Huffman. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. Huffman, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Love now. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Number 87.
A big play there for Indy. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Off the play fake, Love.
To Jefferson on the slant. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. They'll try the left side. Huffman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Huffman, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And I know this quarterback. His instinct, he's going to want to go for it here on 4th and goal. I want to see if the rational heads on the sidelines prevail and they say this late in the game, let's get 3 in the lead.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
First possession of the second half now for Washington.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They go play action with Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run on first down. Huffman, and they're going to him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. On play action. Love to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards. And obviously the first down to go along with it.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one. And they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
On first down, Huffman, and he's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit and dumped him behind.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And his kick is good. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and I'm running.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now at FedEx Field. Washington on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Haskins throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun, Haskins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington has made this a one-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns, so this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode, had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunky yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. Huffman, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. 4th and goal, Charles, all the time you see those offenses, especially the quarterback, the running back, looking over the sideline saying, don't send the kicker out. There they did it, and it paid off.
It's really nice to see what they wanted actually done. And how about the coaches getting their faith rewarded by a touchdown?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes. but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
The 35-yard line.
To throw again. Haskins. Open man is Duvernay. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8.
I don't want to
catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though?
Oh, come on, man.
Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 37, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They're going for it. Here's Madison going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll try the left side. Huffman. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll keep it on the ground. Huffman. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Love. They go play action now. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there.
Touchdown.
76 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one won by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away